Hello there, Kyle Katarn here, and it is Wednesday, my droids. Let's read some Star Wars comics. Welcome to Comics with Katarn, where I do a first-time cold read of the brand new Star Wars comics of the day, and a little bit of goofy voice acting thrown in too, just for good measure. Today we are reading the first two issues of Darth Maul, Black, White, and Red. And I'm very excited for this. Vader, Black, White, and Red, easily one of my favorite contemporary comic releases. Like, the art in there was fantastic. It was really, really good. So I'm excited to get into this one too. Hey Zach, how's it going, man? Black, White, and Red, Darth Maul. Look at this fantastic... Oh my god, look at this cover art. This is great. The watercolors on his teeth, just like these jagged lines. Yeah. It's delicious. Delicious already. We haven't even started. No worries, Digi. That's totally cool. Appreciate you being here at all. Before the fall of Anakin Skywalker and the rise of Darth Vader, Darth Sidious trained another disciple in the secrets of the Sith Order. This apprentice was a mysterious warrior of Dathomir, who left a path of death and destruction as he made his way through the galaxy. Darth Maul, Black, White, and Red. Let's go. I love the Black, White, and Red series so much. It's just such a creative, like, the use of color is always so just, like, wonderfully done. It really is a treat, just visually, you know? Alright, today's story is called Ghost Ship. Written by Benjamin Percy, art by Stefano Raphael. Colors by Raul Angulo, and the cover art was done by Alex Maleev. And this cover art by Alex Maleev, just phenomenal. Phenomenal. Ghost Ship. Let's do this. Something has happened. Something that requires your immediate attention. I only await your command, Master. A transport has gone dark on its way to a prison planet. It contains our enemies. You suspect mutiny? I suspect worse. This ship has been repeatedly hailed. This is the transmission we received in response. Okay, so they did respond. The audio sounds like 1,000 people crying out in pain. And the images... well, as you can see, it makes you feel as though your mind is being torn asunder. A fascinating blast of disorder. There is more, but you have seen all you need to see, Darth Maul. Fascinating. This is a terrifying image. Look, it looks like there's like a Rathtar exploding out of its face. Yikes. And I can only imagine what the audio that accompanies this must be. Maybe it's muted in the room. Maybe that's why Palpatine's explaining it. This is going somewhere creepy real fast, though. Like, ugh, look at that. You have seen all you need to see, Darth Maul. None of it is corporeal. It is the stuff of nightmares, like the legends of dark magic. Profoundly dark, and profoundly unstable as well. Against such a force as this, I need a cold, brutal, precise weapon. Master, I am such a weapon. Hell yeah you are, Maul. God, look at him. In his absolute prime, with 2 legs, 2 blades. Let's go. I studied a data briefing as I traveled. The prisoners belong to an order known as the Final Occultation. Look at this massive ship that we're approaching. They are aided by chaotic forces that flow from the netherworld. They know of Darth Sidious. They know of Darth Maul. They covet our power and plan to expose us, to extinguish the Sith before we can rise up and make our claim on the galaxy. I am to arrange their arrest and detention, as my master hopes to interrogate them. But I worry about the curious edge to his voice. I worry that he wants to make their anarchic power a part of his arsenal. Dozens of members of the Final Occultation have been detained, at great cost to the arresting officers. They put up a fight, huh? But there are 3 of them who I need to pay special attention to. Together, they are a trinity of leadership within the cult. Wow. They couldn't have picked better looking dudes. Heldy Cerebron, Vasek Aldrich, and Unknown. And Unknown, that's got to be the one from the hologram. Look at that tentacle face, right? This is great. This is a fun little self-contained... Like, Darth Maul's got to go off and take down 3 targets. The leaders of a creepy cult. Also, it's not lost on me that the guy with the massive brains' name is Cerebron. Come on. That's some George Lucas level naming right there. The records show that when the transport made the jump to light speed, it went dark. I don't know what I'll find on board. Maybe a tomb. Maybe a trap. Loving this art, by the way. It's really just like leaping off the page. The absence of everything but the red is just like, it's so striking. I was warned by my master to prepare my body and mind for battle. Ah! He said to keep my saber close and my eyes wide open. My strength and speed mean nothing if I am untethered from reality. If I fall victim to their madness. Whoa, this is getting trippy. This is cool. This is like something out of Doctor Strange. They're just immediately hitting him with like blasts of psychic energy, and this is what he's experiencing. I almost lose myself to the disordered ether before returning to another sort of trouble. My ship, the Scimitar, has been cut adrift. Oh, shit. I'm stranded. And I will be sucked into space myself. Unless my will is stronger. Unless the power of the dark side is greater than the power of the void. Awesome, he just flings his saber into the button. Oh, that's so good. Order is restored. As is my saber. I initiate a program. I initiate a remote pilot program. The Scimitar will land on the nearby ice planet, awaiting me. There is something sporous in the air. The tastes of rot. Oh, geez. Look, and all the blood coming out of their nose and mouths. Yikes. Whew. Please. She's in my head. Get her out of my head. Who? Oh! Excuse me. It was not... Cerebron, I presume. Right? Heldy Cerebron. She's in my head. She's in all of our heads. Damn. You don't have enough head for yourself there, buddy? I am lost. But I call on my training. And in the face of chaos, I concentrate on order. Nice. Just in the throes of it, just saber throw. Why not? Ha ha! Yes! Just bisected the brain. Lightsaber right down the corpus callosum. Badass. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Will you help me? Whoever you are. Please? Please! No, Maul doesn't care about you one bit. You're not one of his 3 targets. The detention block appears devoid of life, but I sense otherwise. The dead look different here. Their bodies twisted and broken. What happened here? I locked myself in. You should do the same. Before he gets you. Oh, crap. Okay. Is this one of the other targets? It's got to be, right? This is a fantastic panel. Look at this. Nice. We need more Dino gunmen in Star Wars. We got a really good one in Kenobi as well. Before Vassic gets you! No, Maul's way too quick for this. His body is as dangerous as his gun. But this is the kind of fight that comes naturally to me. Come on, deflect it right into him. Oh, that's sick. That's such a good panel. Look at this. God, Darth Maul's so cool. He is 3 times my weight and 5 times as slow. I understand where I should move and how I should strike, almost as if I were calculating equations. And he looks terrified. He's like, oh! But he fights my precision with disorder. Oh, okay. I stand corrected. Nice landing on his feet like a cat at all times. Oh, no! No! Oh my god, he's just throwing him at Maul like he's a projectile. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, and he's disarmed. Do you know what it is we worship? Chaos and pain. Oh, it's coming back though. Pain, I understand. Nice. Nice. Where is the last priest among you? Follow the screams. As you say. This is dark. This is very brutal. This is why I'm here. This is what I come to expect from the Black, White, and Red series, and this is not disappointing so far. That was a sweet fight, and the way he was able to just, like, pull it back and just... There go the arms. That was awesome. Okay, and that's 2 targets down. 1 to go. Just follow the screams. Damn. Let's do it. Let's follow the streams. Streams. It is as he said. The screams call, and I follow. The cries are pitched with exquisite pain. Ah! Ah! Oh, look at this. This is totally that third being with the weird tentacle face. It's absolutely what we're coming into here. They sometimes seem to come together into one voice. Oh! In a way, their screams could be mistaken for a kind of singing. Oh. Oh, whoa. Yeah, this is definitely some cult-like imagery, right? They're all like scream chant droning together. I'm not even going to try and do that sound, but you all know what kind of sound that is. You wish you could join them, don't you? Oh, and they're all wearing like... Okay. All right. So join them. Oh, nice. Nice. An evil version of our evil character. I love this. Is he gonna get even more evil, or is he gonna turn good in the contrast? This is just Maul himself projecting this, because this is, you know, how this evil is taking this shape. This isn't really, like, obviously it's not really Maul. Maul's standing right there, but it's probably literally the being from that holographic transmission just taking on this form to mess with him. So join them. You know all too well that the line between pleasure and pain is a thin one. Oh, that's metal. That's extremely metal. Look, with the horns just sliding away. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Weird, though, because I would have thought the horns were part of the skull. But what do I know? What are you? I am an emissary of chaos. Sidious has the wrong ambitions. He wants to use the dark side to control. You, as his apprentice, have the same simple mindset. You think only in binary. You say there is a light and a dark side to the Force. But they are the same. They are the ways of order. And the final occultation wants anarchy. Okay, I understand the anarchy, but why the BDSM gear? What role does that play in the cult?
This is the true system of the universe. Chaos, not order. When Sidious had us imprisoned, we began a summoning ceremony that will soon be complete. The hypermatter particles won't take this ship to hyperspace. They will open a rift of madness.
What in the 40K is going on?
Screams will echo throughout the galaxy. All will live on a red, boiling planet. Someone like you, someone who knows and controls pain so well, could be one of our high priests. What you worship is its own prison.
Yeah, you tell him, Maul. Oh, and he attacked the giant orb thing directly. Okay, that's usually the move. That's usually the move.
Destroy him!
God, that's horrifying. Look at them all just Naruto running at him. God.
I could fight them. But I imagine disappearing beneath a tide of blood and a mountain of confused limbs. And I realize that this is the way to madness. There is another way to end this.
Okay, so he retreats, gets the doors shut.
Sidious wanted prisoners, but this is not a force you want to interrogate, or a weapon you want to enlist. I direct this ship to the nearby ice planet.
Oh, shit, okay. Got it, we're just bailing out. Literally, he's just cutting a window in the... Oh my goodness. I wonder how many times the scimitar has been crashed and rebuilt, now that I think about this. He had many adventures, and I'm sure he had many hot exits, right? God, this is pretty intense. This is pretty awesome. Oh, okay. He didn't even jump in the scimitar. He jumped... That's right, because it was set adrift. My bad. Getting out with the snow? Hell yes.
It is done, my master, but not as you would have hoped. I sense resentment and confusion in you, Darth Maul. You should never have sent me here. You should never have taken them prisoner in the first place. They should have been destroyed upon capture. The final occultation nearly broke you. No, they nearly broke the galaxy. Rest assured that whatever chaos they shared with me will remain buried here. My only confusion is that such madness could even exist. I see now more than ever the need for control. My ship awaits me. You will soon find me far away from this cold and haunted tomb.
That was rad. That was a rad little story. Being dispatched to this place to end this cult that should never have been arrested in the first place, should have simply been dispatched. Because look at the danger, the threat that they posed. And I like how much this really focuses on Darth Maul really having like almost a preoccupation with order. And I feel like the sense of bringing order to the galaxy is his primary justification for like the evil that he does. To him, you could hand wave away any atrocity as long as there's order being created. And that's how he lies to himself, I think, about what it is that he does. I mean, but he doesn't really need to lie to himself because he has no illusions about what he does. You know, he doesn't think that he's a good person. He thinks he's a Sith. He thinks he's a powerful person, and he's not wrong. Let's be real. He's not wrong. That was issue number 1 of Darth Maul, Black, White, and Red. We're getting single stories, or at least this issue was a single story. I remember with Darth Vader, Black, White, and Red, we got like 2 or 3 stories per issue, so that's an interesting departure. However, I kind of appreciate this because we get a longer story, and we get to kind of like delve more into it. It would have been less satisfying if we had to cut this short of the payoff in order to fit another story in, and we had to wait a week, you know, so... Yeah, no, I'm all about it. This one was good. Let's move on to the next one. All right. Darth Maul, black, white, and red. Issue number 2. And look at this. We got our sideways title. You don't see that often enough. I dig it. It really gives you more like verticality in the art. Yeah. Fantastic cover art too. Oh, I just noticed that, and I don't even, maybe this is me having a Rorschach moment, but like the scratch markings almost look like X-Wings. There's like a fuselage here, and like the lines going out to represent the S-foils. And maybe that's just like a really telling personality statement about me, and the artist didn't really put that in there. But that's what I'm noticing anyway. Yeah, Ice, exactly. It gives each story time to breathe when you put a single issue as a single story. And as much as I love anthology formats, because it's like a little sampler of different styles of art, like, they do need to breathe, you know? I want more. More of the story. Let's go. Before the fall of Anakin Skywalker and the rise of Darth Vader, Darth Sidious trained another disciple in the secrets of the Sith Order. This apprentice was a mysterious warrior of Dathomir, who held a path of death and destruction as he made his way through the galaxy. Star Wars, Darth Maul, black, white, and red. The Remainders is the story that we're reading here, written by Mark Russell, art by Carlos Nieto. The cover art was by Tyler Kirkham this time, and it was a banger. Danny Earls, David Marquez, and Gabriel Deloto all did variant covers, and I would like to track those all down and see them because I haven't seen them yet. This is going to be great. Let's go. Moonbender Colony, Outer Rim. They call us the Remainders. Former bounty hunters, soldiers of fortune, the survivors of just about every type of combat the galaxy could dream up. And believe me when I say, the galaxy is a creative place. They call us the Remainders because just about everyone we've ever worked with is dead. Somehow, we're the only ones who lived long enough to quit. Interesting. We're the lucky ones. That should heal in a few days. Assuming you don't pick at it. What do I look like? A street rat? Sorry. What do I look like? A scree rat? But we are experts at survival. Yeah, sorta. It's living that usually kills us. Interesting. They're really, really good at getting out of like intense scrapes and violent scenes, but like it's the day-to-day life that keeps taking them down. Makes me think of like combat veterans who can't integrate back into society after a war. Most of us were in the blaster business before we could read, so adjusting to regular life can be difficult. So they sent us here, Moonbender, the most remote colony in the Republic. You've been a good patient. Well, good is an overstatement, but definitely adequate. Below average at worst. Look, do I get the candy or not? To find solitude. Oh, that's not the robot. To find solitude, peace, and if our consciences will it. Jeez, I can't read today. To find solitude, peace, and if our consciences will allow it, absolution. Candy, Benny. I am a certified medical droid specializing in tumor identification and just make with the candy. As you wish, Dr. Korvik. Oh, get the fuck out of here. That's so cool. Look at the candy. They are helmets. We've got an ARC 170 pilot helmet, a clone trooper helmet. Like, that's totally one of the Scout Recon. That's amazing. They're like Flintstones vitamins, but they're trooper helmets. Absolutely inspired. Why don't we have this? Why is this not a thing, man? I'd be so much healthier if I ate vitamins every day, and I'd eat vitamins every day if they look like stormtrooper helmets. You guys are sitting on money, and you don't even know it. Like, that's hilarious and fantastic, and I love it. I'll take some candy too, please, Dr. Korvik. We were also sent here, to the edge of the known galaxy, to be whatever these people needed from us. Sorry, you could use a little reprogramming. I run the only med center in the colony. The Remainders also serve as Moonbender's legal system. It's my evaporator, but it's using my moisture. Nobody's stealing your moisture. Our resident munitions expert, Bar Vazul, is the colony sheriff. We also defend the colony from raiders. A vessel approaches, General Zandlos. Oh shit, that's not... Whoo, that's not a raider. That's the scimitar, and you guys are in deep doo-doo this time.
Alert the rest of the council.
Not that there's much worth raiding. The colony's down to about 100 residents. A few old miners and vapor farmers. Their families. An unidentified vessel has made moonfall, Korvik.
Wait here. We're the colony's protectors. Or at least we were. Until he arrived.
Yes. Glorious. Just with the cape just behind him in the wind. Yeah, no. That's absolutely fantastic.
As Moonbender's sole doctor, I sat on the council that governed the colony.
Look at him just walking up. What does he want?
This! We are to leave the colony, immediately, by order of the Republic.
I'm not leaving. I just bought a new evaporator.
Do you think the order is authentic?
This is a small colony, Zemo. It cost them nothing to make us leave.
It cost them nothing to let us stay, Jack.
We decided to dispatch a messenger droid to Coruscant to authenticate the orders. God, he's just meditating out there, just waiting. It wouldn't take long to determine whether the order to vacate Moonbender was real, we thought. Nice. Look, totally one of the old school probes and one of the old school escape pods from A New Hope. He's gonna track it. But when the stranger destroyed our probe, we had our answer sooner than we thought. Damn. So I'm guessing the orders were fake. Who is that?
Whoever it is, I doubt they'll take rejection well.
So, what do we do?
We shoot him immediately.
Spoken like an assassin.
A living assassin?
He's got you there.
Send 2 sentries to take our visitor into custody.
I'll snipe him if he tries anything.
Make sure he enters through the main gate.
We weren't too concerned. There was only one of him, after all. That said, we took the mysterious visitor seriously. Just not seriously enough.
Show us your hands! Now!
Nice. Look at those DC-15s.
Huh?
Where?
Where did it go?
Oh, that's too cool. He was right there. And then the cape, the cloak. Was he force walking the cloak up the whole time? That's baller. That's so sweet.
Maybe we scared him off.
God, look, just literally foaming at the mouth. Sector not clear.
Holy, is that a Jedi?
Jedi or not, who would send a warrior of that caliber here?
And why?
What is it?
A second message from the stranger.
Leave or die. The second message read simply, leave or die. That's amazing. And I'd be lying if I said we didn't consider it. Most of us had survived to this point by knowing when to quit a job. And what were we defending? There was hardly anyone left in the colony. So, what now? But for those few who did remain, we were all that stood between them and whatever was outside.
Battle stations!
Okay, let's see this crusty group of veterans make a stand here. We know which way it's gonna go, but this is gonna be fun to watch. It's been a while since any of us had been in a fight. Years for most of us. Is that all? You don't even want to know what I've got under here. The fuck does that mean? Oh, I see. Is that all? Because she's totally loaded up. I love it. Oh, hey, nice. Look, that's the heavy assault blaster cannon from Battlefront 2.
But some things you don't forget. This'll do.
This Rodian's got a great design too. I like the stripy poncho with double scar on the face, double blasters. It's a good look.
And even when you forget, your body remembers. Be prepared to fall back to the med center, Korvik. There will be casualties.
Yeah, God, the look on his face, he's just like so depressed knowing that being such a certainty. Having spent like the remainder of his life trying to help people as a doctor, has seen his fair share of war, and now he just knows that like he's got to experience it again. Maybe he thought he was done experiencing it, you know, and then you could see it in the look in his face that it's all going to come crashing down, this future that he had built for himself. And that is phenomenal artwork to be able to depict all of those emotions in an expression like this. Wonderful job. Constructed by the first remainders who came to Moonbender, this tower was built to be the administrative center of the colony. But more than that, it was designed to be a fortress. Nice, okay.
Fire when ready!
Oh, nice, and they can just fire blasters through the holes. That's pretty sweet, actually.
Everyone who came through that front gate had to enter through the tunnel. It was a trap.
Yeah, how are you supposed to make it through the tunnel? Just tell me that they have ray shields that can activate after he gets in and like trap him too.
Inside the blast tunnel, we could turn just about any invasion force into bantha meat. Of course, some are better at blocking blaster fire than others.
Which is why we had the walls magnetically sealed. Oh, that's cool. That's a callback to the trash compactor. I love it.
Scramble the firing pattern!
That face. Nice.
The magnetically sealed walls.
Why am I being the Mon Calamari?
The magnetically sealed walls allowed us to angle our shots, making them impossible to block. This was the farthest any invader had ever made it into the fortress. Until now.
Let me zoom in on that one. God, that's so sick. This is an awesome panel. Look, I love the multi-stage choreography like this. And just the blaster bolts just pinging around. All you've done is motivate him and make him angry, my dude. He's still gonna get you all.
Fall back! Form defensive positions!
Nice! He cuts through it and just throws it.
Seal off the living quarters!
It won't be enough.
Once Sandloss realized the tunnel was lost, he stayed, sacrificing himself and a couple of others to buy the rest of us time.
Yep, there he is. R.I.P. F's in the chat for Zandloss, guys.
Which, as soldiers of fortune, is all any of us had. Time.
Oh, the Rodian's next too. Look at this.
A little more time.
I'll give them this. They're giving Maul a run for his money. Absolutely, yeah. Like, you can tell that there's a reason these guys survived so long at their prospective careers. Is because they are the best of the best. They were just too good to die. Well, Maul is here to grant them that warrior's death, so I guess you can look on it as a kindness. I don't want my stripy Rodian to go, though. He's totally next on the block. Oh, he throws the... Oh, wow. Nice. Yeah, how do you block that? How do you dodge that?
The battle for the tower was not going well.
Is she going to die?
No, Benny. Just some ligament damage. I can count the number of things I'm good at on one hand. Dejarik, droid repair, killing people from a distance. Sorry, he could use a little reprogramming. Doctoring didn't make the hand.
We need help!
Get him on the table.
Oh, damn, his whole leg's missing. Look at that.
Ah! I'm learning the job as I go. I'm not the doc because of my encyclopedic medical knowledge. I'm the doctor because there was no one else. I'm right here. How is the assignment going, my apprentice? They choose to fight, Master. Of course they do. They're fighters.
Oh, hey, he's not dead yet. He's about to. Oh, no. There he goes. There goes his hands.
Whoa! You appear to be busy, so I will let you get back to your work. Don't come back empty-handed.
Jack was the oldest remainder, and he'd served on Moonbender the longest. And he was still the best close combat fighter in the colony. Okay, let's go. This'll be a good fight. Rumor has it he used to be an acrobat. But who knows? As a rule, we don't talk about the past. The past is a darkened room. And when the darkness is behind you, keep moving. Interesting, so he jumps him, knocks him on his ass, and then leaps over him and walks out of the room. He doesn't continue to engage Maul. He's like leading him somewhere. They're leading him into a trap that they've set up, I think. Eat plasma! Yep, here we go. Using the heavy. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, it's over. It's already over. If he's up here and you're still... Yep, no. Schlink. Oh! Wow, he didn't even engage. He just like evaded completely. Oh, I see. And he's going through this grate right here. I understand. Looks like we're going hunting.
You missed him? Out of about 100 shots, you missed them all?
I've never seen anyone move like that. Present company included.
Hey!
We'd best split up. Gonna be hard to find him. Okay, well, dropping that is probably not smart. I feel like you forced him to change tactics and evade instead of coming right at you. And this weapon was what made the difference. So without it, I think you're screwed. Just follow the sound of my foot kicking his face. Stay clear of him. I'm switching to wide yield quarrels. And keep your eyes open. He couldn't have gone far. He's just like watching all this with an excellent stank face. Oh my god, that's a bowcaster. She's busting out a bowcaster. And we know how much of a punch those things pack. Every remainder who comes here brings with them their own story. Their own way of fighting. And their own weaknesses. Oh, don't fall for that. Come on, that's definitely not him. This is like the whole cloak on a stick in the woods trick. Looks like one of my shots landed after all. Jack owes me a barium fizz. Let's get a closer look at that ugly mug. Oh no! He got you. He got you dead to rights. Jack! Ah! That was awesome. That was like a horror movie reveal. Jeez. Impaled. Maul is terrifying in this one. He's always he's extra terrifying in this one because it's not from his perspective, you know? It's from the perspective of the victims. We can't even really call them opponents. He's just preying on them. They never stood a chance, even if they do have martial skill. Everybody knows they're going to die, and they still can't believe it when it happens. I've seen it 100 times. The darkness, at last, getting inside. Every remainder who comes here adds their own personal touch to the tower's defenses. He's like, what? What is this? Beep! Barvazul, a demolitions expert, had the walls embedded with durasteel fragments. I know where this is going. Turning the walls into a shrapnel cannon when detonated. Holy shit. The galaxy's a creative place. A masterpiece of ingenuity. Painted in blood. Okay, well that sounds like a Werner Herzog quote. It was also very interesting that they chose not to make the blood red on his face. Like they made it white so it pops more. But he's got like little shards just embedded in his face. God. I can't do this on my own.
I'm gonna need your help, Benny. He's getting closer.
It's the sound of the massive explosion.
I knew better than to ask the wounded how the battle was going. And what's more, I didn't need to.
Yikes.
The med center was located in the most remote and defensible place in the tower. And I could tell by the number of wounded coming in that the battle for Moonbender would end here.
He's just gaining ground. Just bodies after bodies. This is intense. Yes! Look, arm goes flying that way. Gun goes flying this way. Oh, Maul's so cool. He's terrifying is really, really what he is.
All anyone had to do to find us was follow the trail of blood. I'm sorry, friend.
And it's over. He's got you good.
Why did you come here? To take the colony, obviously. I was always better with droids than with medicine. And all he needed was a little reprogramming. Benny. Candy. Ah!
Nice. Wait, how are we jumping? We're not gonna see how he killed the droid? I guess we jump.
It is finished, my lord. Moonbender is ours. And its defenders? All dead. Good. I am pleased. I see that you are injured. It's nothing, Master, but what is it we have gained? Do their minds produce dunium? Kyber? Their minds? They produce nothing. This was simply a training mission. A test.
That's so fucked. That's so fucked. These people survived so many things in the galaxy and their lives were ended just as a lesson. They never did anything. Like, come on. It's so hopeless and just bleak and the power of the dark side.
This was simply a training mission. A test. To see how you'd fare against different styles of combat. You may return now.
That's insane. God, Palpatine is just so callous. Oh, you gotta love it, though.
They called us the Remainders. But none of us remain. So I suppose they'll have to come up with a new term. Or maybe that never described us at all. Maybe the term always applied to those we fought for. You can come out.
Oh.
That which we'd hoped would survive us.
Korvik?
In a battle where darkness always wins, victory is measured in whatever light escapes.
It's a somber ending, and I really didn't expect any note of happiness at the end, but the fact that she survives, that is a glimmer. It also shows that Maul's a little rusty. He left a survivor behind, so Palpatine should include that in his notes. But for a Darth Maul story, usually you end in the grim darkness of the dark side and his hate and his revenge and just stewing in these emotions. But this one doesn't really end with Maul. It ends with Korvik's noble death and showing that he died to protect an innocent. And so even though yes, his life died for a really stupid reason, wasn't worthless. He died with purpose and with meaning in that he saved someone else's life, And so that's poignant at the end there. Yeah, I know, of course the Rodian goes next, right? I've never seen a Star Wars story where a Rodian that's introduced does not get killed 2 scenes later. It always happens. Like in Book of Boba Fett, as soon as he was chained up and the other prisoner was a Rodian, I was like, oh, he's gonna die. Easy. Or in Ahsoka, when Hera is flanked by some New Republic X-Wings to go and check out Peridea, and one of them was a Rodian pilot, I was like, oh, well, he's definitely going to find a way to blow up, and sure enough, first one to go. So, I do love the Rodians, and they're always fun to do their voices, but, they could survive a little longer, I don't know why they are scared to show a Rodian on screen for too long. It's a big, goofy rubber head, we get it, it's still good, we still want it. Badass. Okay, so, Darth Maul, Black, White, and Red. Number 3 is coming soon. Oh, nice. Okay, well, it should be out by now, but I do not have it, so I'm going to have to include it in the next run of comics that I do. But thank you so much for watching, everybody. This has been Comics with Katarn, a first-time read-through / dramatic narration of Darth Maul, Black, White, and Red, Issue 1 and Issue 2. Yeah. Such a good series. The Black, White, and Red anthologies are so much fun. Like, definitely. The Vader one was an instant favorite, and this one is following suit. These are some really, really cool stories. Thanks for watching, everybody, and as always, may the Force be with you.